Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. Labor leader Chris Minns says he wants to hold off from making any policy statements about the Stockton erosion issue until he's had a chance to meet with residents and see the problem for himself. The state opposition has been criticised for not having a policy in place already, especially after the federal government and Newcastle Council agreed to a $6.2 million funding commitment. Chris Minns says they won't be rushed and will make sure they have all the facts first.
Look, I think fair-minded people would say there's 5 months to go before the next election. Labor's been out of power for 12 years. They're taking these issues seriously. They want to go with a comprehensive response. We're developing policy on a range of issues, and I'm going to do these things methodically. That means listening to people, understanding the issue, and developing a policy response that's comprehensive and can be achieved.
Police are asking for dashcam footage as they investigate a fatal crash at Doyleson last night. Emergency services were called to the Pacific Highway at about 8:30, where two cars had collided head-on. A 56-year-old man driving a hatchback died at the scene, while a 52-year-old man driving an SUV was taken to the John Hunter Hospital with serious injuries. Singleton and Maitland residents are being urged to be alert for possible river rises in their area. The SES says further rain today may lead to flooding along the lower Hunter River, affecting Singleton and low-lying areas such as Maitland Vale. Moderate to heavy rainfall in the upper Hunter catchment has also resulted in rapid river and stream rises, leading to minor flooding at Scone from mid-morning. Earlier this morning, a driver had a lucky escape when their car aquaplaned off the New England Highway north of Aberdeen after hitting water on the road in the dark. The driver managed to get the vehicle back onto the highway without assistance. The state government has launched a major phase-out of single-use plastics across the Hunter in New South Wales today. Businesses will no longer be able to use or sell single-use plastic straws and cutlery, expanded polystyrene foodware, cotton buds or personal care products containing microbeads. National Retail Association policymaker Ebony Johnson says the government has partnered with the Great Plastic Rescue to collect leftover items.
So I would recommend anyone who's still got a little bit of stock, yes, you can use it at home, but you cannot continue supplying it past today. And I would recommend it goes to a good home and gets turned into other things.
Hunter mortgage holders are bracing for more interest rate pain. Most economists are tipping the Reserve Bank to lift the official cash rate by 0.25% to 2.85%. Westpac has gone further, expecting another 0.5% hike. Bargain hunters in Morisset are being invited to the official reopening of the Adra Op Shop this Sunday. Since first opening its doors in 2020, the warehouse has generated more than $1 million in revenue for the local community. Manager Paul Rankin says thanks to the renovation, it's now one of the biggest op shops in Australia.
We've actually managed to double our floor space, which means we've been able to put out a lot more furniture, a lot more clothing, and generally make it a lot more pleasant shopping experience.
2NURFM Sport.
Former Rosella's Rugby League skipper Tony Price and his co-owners are hoping for a wet track at Flemington for this afternoon's Melbourne Cup. He expects Gold Trip to do well if the skies open up as expected for the $8 million race over 3,200 metres. Meanwhile, Newcastle trainer Chris Lees has 4 starters in today's big dance at Randwick, with Rustic Steel, Hosier, Kedda and Spanish Point lining up for the 1,600 metre race. The Jets will welcome back defender Jordan Elsey to the starting side after serving a 2-match ban for striking. Newcastle head to Melbourne on Friday to take on the Victory in the hope of getting back on the winners list. Co-captain Matt Yerman says having Elsey back will increase competition for starting spots.
I'm guessing he's going to put his best foot forward to be starting, and it's good for the team to have that competition. So it's always good to have everyone on deck and pushing everyone to starting.
And Knights NRLW players Yasmin Clydesdale and Caitlin Johnson will make their debut for the Gillaroos when they take on the Cook Islands in the Rugby League World Cup on Thursday. And the winning numbers in Monday Lotto are 4, 6, 26, 29, 38 and 42, and the supplementaries are 14 and 22. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.